Big Dumb Fun Show. Online, BigDumbFunShow.com. 888-832-7561 is the number to call. Be live on the air sometimes.
Huge show tonight. Just said bye to Jimmy Kilroy with the Rockin' Comic-Con, and now we're talking with the folks behind Project Backstage, which when Frank left the Big Dumb Fun Show, he really wanted to go into porn, and they would not have him. Too hairy.
It just didn't work out so well.
And so, but you came up with Project Backstage, which was kind of like a half. Like it was kind of like a hybrid of a different. There was like radio involved,
Yeah,
and then it went into like just writing articles, and now it's more like an e-zine, kind of a thing where you're going out to and now actually taking it one step further. Now you seem to be behind some of these concerts coming out. So
not a promoter. That's
not a promoter.
That's not what we're doing. We're staying on the media side.
Mm-hmm.
There's talks of the radio show / podcast, whatever, but you can only do one thing at a time if you're going to do it right. So that's where we're kind of sticking.
That's not our motto.
That's kind of where we're sticking with the media, and we're staying with independent right now.
Yeah.
Versus
we do one
kind of
thing
being
wrong
all
at
over
a
the place.
time.
Yeah, well, one thing, we do many things wrong at a time. That's what we try to do. But who did you bring in with you tonight? We got Socks and Sandals over here.
Yep. Corey with Stratgazer Entertainment. He's the promoter behind what we're doing to help us out with that because we don't. I've never put on a show.
So this is the guy behind your award show, too?
Yep, he's helping do
Very
all
cool.
the production, all the set. Got Tyler with Evalyn Awake, Nick and Rory back over here. Brought them in because, this is the first time that...
Yeah, and right off the heels of Rockfest, my man.
And the Jorge Villalobos.
Yeah. Very cool. How was Rockfest? Just a quick...
No, it
summary.
was great, my friend.
Yeah, you were the only. Were you the only locals?
No, it wasn't Redline Chemistry as well.
No, they weren't doing it, were they?
Yeah, Redline was there.
Oh, they were there.
But they're not considered
There were still
local
homeless
anymore.
people around the show.
There was
There's a
they were
lot
just
of people there.
a lot of vagabonds.
Yeah. People came out of the woodwork for it. It was
I heard you guys had the most vagabonds, though.
That's how we got people to watch.
We call them minions.
Are you homeless? Come on in.
You grew
$5
your hair
beer.
out. You grew your hair out a lot since the last time I saw you. You
Yeah.
came in, I thought it was Predator walking in. Like it was just so long.
I'm trying to
you
look
gotta-
homeless. I'm trying to fit in.
You got a
down here.
tattoo too. You got a koi
I did,
tattoo
of a butterfly on my lower back, and it is amazing. Jorge Villalobos.
Evalyn Awake is playing the award show.
What's that?
They were playing the award show, but they're only doing acoustic because the night before is their CD
They
release.
can't handle the power.
Well, no, the night before their CD
Full-on
release,
rock.
we have to do something different. It's kind of bad when you book a band back to back.
Gotcha.
And you got to do something
So
different.
you're going to unplug and then play acoustic
We
at the awards.
Yeah, we actually did our first full-on acoustic shows at Best Buy not too long ago in Lee Summit, and it went over really well. I was really impressed at
That's because you guys have cell phones on it. That's
Sorry. Well, mine's
The Best
doesn't
Buy,
work
there
very
were
well
no
anyway.
cell phones.
Exactly.
Yeah.
None. And no, it went really well. Actually, we didn't get.
That was the
chance to
first time
rehearse
you've
it.
ever did anything acoustic at the Best Buy?
That was as far as this band's concerned, we never did any of our songs acoustic, so we just put them together real quick, and it worked out really well. So when he talked about his award show, I was like, "This would be a good opportunity to do it again." It sounded really neat. So
Cool. So are you opening up for that, or what's your spot? Has that been determined yet?
The spot right now, we're still putting the times down because now we're starting to get into the production phase of it. Now that we've finally got all the bands set,
Yeah.
and probably looking.
But didn't you
around
also,
8
on
o'clock
on your Facebook? Did you post up? Should we add another band?
That's where we added direct.
There's 6 bands, and there's bands in
Oh,
the
yeah,
after
direct's
party,
on
and then you're
Yeah.
on Facebook going, should we? What do you guys think?
Well, that
As
was the
fans-
after party.
As the fans,
Well,
I don't know what the hell's
going on.
One
that's
more.
always kind of a cool thing too, though, to be able to kind of add to the show that you're going to come see. If you have the opportunity to actually say, "Hey,
Yeah.
put this on there," and then you get to go walk in and be like, "Dude, look, we kind of voted on that."
Dude,
now
we
they're
all
here."
thought it would be cool to have Guns N' Roses here, and
Right.
by God, they're
No,
here.
we added for the after party direct because that's a 21 plus. The award show itself is an all ages, but the after show is 21 plus. The place that we're having it at Aftershock is open until 1.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be done at 10:30. Kind of had to do something to thank the place for
So
letting us
the after
have a
party
house.
is at the same place. You don't have to run
Right.
a limo
Yeah,
and
it's-
go from one
it's still
place to
there.
another.
Now, what is the date on that? I don't think
June 25th.
Okay.
Saturday, June 25th. Doors open at 5.
That's where Corey comes in. You've been doing it since the last time you actually came in studio with Obsidian. I think it was the last time you were here.
Been a while.
And then you can get right on that
Right
mic,
on
too.
that mic.
But since the
come
last
hang out with
time,
me.
that's when you took Aftershock and blew it up. Like I really didn't even hear about it. We had
There's still some flames
we
over
saw,
there.
I know we saw Almost Kiss at Aftershock.
Oh, yeah.
And that was right before you start. Maybe it was right when you started at it, and now it's Aftershock is this huge name. It's this
Yeah,
huge
you know,
competitor in Kansas City now.
Well, the bands are
Eat the
lining
mic,
up
man.
now. Well, I had to call bands and beg them to play, and they
Yeah.
hang up on me. The place had a reputation, but like you said, it's blown up. And
yeah, and you've hooked us up with like Mary Magdalene coming on the show,
Yeah,
and different people that have stopped by, and we appreciate that. My favorite Stratgazer story, your favorite Corey story, is when you brought in Obsidian, and this was like their maybe second time on the show. They've been in maybe once before or something like that, but they came in. You brought in Obsidian, and so
was
we go in.
Was this the interview?
This was the interview.
That's the first time.
This is the very first time we've had you on. And so this is the first time we've met you. We didn't know what kind of guy you are, and so we talk with Obsidian, and we go through our normal like, hey, how you doing? Where you from? And I don't know if they were high or what the deal was.
Absolutely.
But who knows? But they just kind of gave answers that were just like.
Yeah, I think it was one of their first interviews.
And maybe they were nervous. I don't know what the deal was. And so I was like, all right. And we've had our share of interesting band interviews. And so we're like, all right. And so that's when, during the break, I'll kind of step back and be like, all right, how am I going to get these guys to talk? They seem like they're kind of uneasy. But then you stepped in, and I don't know if you were talking to somebody who was listening online or whatever. You stepped in, and you're like, all right, guys, punch it up! You're on the goddamn radio! Just demeaning them. They're just like, what's the deal? Let's show some spunk! God damn it! Just going nuts on them. And we go back into the segment, and me, Gnurk, Frank, we're all looking at each other like,
oh, man.
Oh, God. Like, that was intense.
A corpse had more life than the band did. I mean, it was horrible until Corey put a foot in their ass.
Cool
or
thing
a
was
sandal.
we went out to their put a sandal in your ass.
And a sock.
I got a 6-inch thong. I'm going to stick right up there.
Black sock at that.
Now, the black socks and sandals, that's a dad thing. Are you dad as well?
I am a dad.
All right, well, then you're allowed, I think, is what happens.
I think so. That's my excuse these days. I'm a dad. I'm 40 years old. That works for me.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Well, so if people ever said anything, you'd be like, hey, I'm a dad. Like, oh, gotcha. Okay.
Makes sense.
I can't wait till I can start embarrassing my kid by doing stuff like that.
Oh,
so.
It's fun. So,
what do you have planned going to the Stratgazer mode besides Project Backstage and the awards and all that?
Well, just wrapped up California Dreamin'. Second run, which is a lot of fun.
That was a hell of a party.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It gives a band, an opportunity that they don't normally get, and so I'm getting ready to go back out to L.A. with a band called Not Afraid on the 15th. They'll be playing the Whiskey and getting a few sit-down meetings with some people in the business. And
that'd be great.
Got some great shows coming up this summer, and I brought you guys a nice stack of tickets.
It's a fat stack right there.
Yeah, there's several pairs. Got Swill coming up this Saturday.
Swill's back?
Yes.
Swill.
Did they ever leave?
Phil?
They never left, I don't think.
Yeah, Phil's out there. They're still destroying bars.
Oh, Gnurk, we got to book Swill on here. Get them in.
But just to name a few, Daisy De La Hoya, which is one of the Bret Michaels.
I ran into Daisy De La Hoya at a Cracker Barrel about a year ago or so. She was with Turd Ferguson. What's his name? What's the guy that she was traveling with? You brought her here.
Oh,
gosh. The guy from the Lost Boys.
Oh, Corey Feldman.
Corey Feldman.
Yeah,
right. Turd Ferguson. I don't know where I got that, but she was with Corey Feldman, and my wife went to the restroom.
That's a combo show, dude.
And she left her BlackBerry on this thing, and I was like, oh, I should return this BlackBerry to this girl. And so then my wife was in the bathroom with her. They walk in. Her crap is all set out on the sink. And so my wife goes in there, she's trying to wash her hands, and she's like so pissed that my wife is even in there, like trying to, like she's using the entire Cracker Barrel bathroom. And so then she came out, and I was like, I could have given her BlackBerry right then. I'm like, I'll just give it to the desk. Maybe she'll forget about it. Who knows?
Well, Corey may come with her. They're good friends. They share the same management team. So who knows? That's on the 7th. But then we got Psycho Stick. They're
nice.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun.
Beer is good.
Yeah,
it's good. The
great
beer
show.
song.
A lot of fun.
I can't do the growl.
Do you think?
No, not all of these are not just at Aftershock.
Well, these here are. We've been doing some showcases at the Beaumont as well, and I've been dabbling with some rockabilly up at Davies, which is a lot of fun too.
Plus, a lot of the younger bands you've been able to bring out and about, with like the Inlike and the Tempest and all that.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. They all have that background that from the school.
Yeah.
They're doing a lot of good things. Pushing a lot of great musicians out.
We got some tidbits for you, though.
Oh, some tidbits?
Oh, yeah.
Well, here's some tidbits when we come back with Corey,
Things
Frank,
that are
and
unreleased.
Tyler. Unreleased tidbits.
I can't hide it, you blow me away.